I thought we played really well. We came out strong on a Friday, and that's been something we've been worried about a little bit, to be fair. Fridays coming out of class, early game at 3 o'clock, and how we kind of focus and our energy level, and I thought we came out of the gates very fast. You are correct. We could have had 3 or 4 goals that first half. Went down 1-0 on a set piece. I tell you what I'm really proud of, it's the second game in a row that we've scored right before halftime. It just shows really good resolve, a really good fight, a really good determination, and a no-quit attitude in this team. And we were really proud of the effort in the first half. I thought we were really good. And honestly, for the full game, I thought we were very good. We outshot them 21-10. Their goalkeeper made 10 saves. That's kind of insane when you think about it. There's not very many games where you see a goalkeeper record 10 saves. Wouldn't shock me if that was her career high. But we did enough to win. We didn't. Besides the result, I was happy with everything else. The effort level, the grittiness, the chances we created. I thought we defended pretty well. Yeah, maybe gave up a couple goals that we would like to take back, obviously, in terms of how they were created. But overall, we were happy with the effort. Told the kids afterwards I was happy, even though the result didn't go our way. We did the right things. We did everything right but get the win. And sometimes as a coach, that's easier to really digest than a player. And so now we just have to move on and refocus for an upcoming game Friday on the road. I tell you, Ray's had a great season up to this point. She's worked extremely hard. You could tell she put in the work in the summer, but she has come back, and her determination and her drive to help this team in any way she can is really, really impressive. Lucia's been the same. If you look at our stat line, Lucia, I think, is our second leading scorer, maybe our first leading scorer now. She's close, but they've been doing a phenomenal job. What I've been proud of is when you talk about Ray, when you talk about Lucia, you alluded to Abby getting the assist. 3 players that didn't start that game. So we're getting great production from our reserves, from the young ladies coming off the bench, and that's going to be huge for us going forward. You can't just rely on the 11 that you start. When you make moves, the level has to obviously stay the same or get better. And I feel every game that we've made moves and we've gone to the bench and brought on some reserves, our level has increased, which is a credit to the entire group of players that haven't started but are really working hard in training. It's interesting when you look at our schedule and how it's played out. We open up with Northern Colorado, who has won a handful of the last Big Sky Conference championships. Then we have Denver, who won their league last year and makes the NCAAs. You're right, Columbia came in second last year and are actually predicted to come in second again, but Columbia could have won the Ivy Leagues last year. They're the only team to beat Princeton. They needed a win in their very last game against Harvard to win the Ivy Leagues, and they tied despite outshooting Harvard. I think it was 39-5. Lamar won their conference last year, went to the NCAAs, and obviously the big game that everyone's talking about is this Friday night at Texas A&M. I saw this morning they were number 5 in one poll, coming off beating Santa Clara 4-0. So that's going to be a game, obviously, for the players. It's an environment that is a once-in-a-lifetime environment. They'll play in front of 6,000 people. It's a home football weekend. Texas A&M opens up with Clemson Saturday night in football, so they're anticipating having more people at a Friday night soccer game than usual, and their usual is about 5,000. So it's going to be an environment against an incredibly talented athletic team. We'll see how tactically gifted we can be on the night. We really need to follow the tactical plan we're going to set forth. We need to be gritty, we need to be hard, and we can see what we can do against one of the best teams in the country.